Good evening. 2 weeks ago today, Rishi Sunak was in Dover saying, "My pledge to stop the boats is working as the numbers are down." I made the point that was because of a northeasterly wind and nothing to do with any policies that have thus far been put in place. And so last Monday, I went back into the channel, and we were the first broadcast media outlet to go back into the channel this year, and we took footage which we showed to you. Well, the result of all of this is that 3,000 people have crossed the channel over the course of the last 10 days. And from Wednesday of this week onwards, it's going to be flat calm for perhaps up to a week. So we can expect another 2, 3, 4,000 to come over that period of time. But there is an even bigger issue and bigger problem. And this weekend, we're focused on a tragedy. And that is a migrant boat coming across the Mediterranean has sunk. It is suspected that up to 500 people are dead or missing. 100 of them children or infants. And it's really, I think, taken some big headlines over the course of this weekend to make people think, well, this is awful, it's terrible, and the blame game is going on. Did the Greek Coast Guard do enough? Why were other commercial vessels that were in that part of the Mediterranean, why were they not alerted to the fact that for many, many hours, this boat, this fishing boat, was basically motionless? And you see a picture of it there on your screens, crammed with hundreds and hundreds of people. So there is a very big blame game going on, but I think they're all wrong. And bear in mind that those that cross the English Channel nearly always are those that previously have crossed the Mediterranean. But I think to blame the Greeks is crazy and it's wrong. I'll tell you where the blame lies. In 2015, when the first boats started crossing the Mediterranean, Jean-Claude Juncker, who was in charge of the European Commission, put in place the EU's refugee and asylum plans. They basically said that anyone that sets foot on EU soil could stay. And I said at the time, and I said it again and again in speeches in the European Parliament, if you allow this policy to go forward from here, there will be millions of people that come. And I said, many, many people will die as a result. Well, since all of that started and the first boat started to arrive in 2014, it is estimated, and wait for this, it is estimated that 27,000 people have drowned in the Mediterranean. That is a truly horrendous figure. And it puts the 500 that have been lost over the course of this weekend into, I think, some sort of context. The main reason people are moving across the Med is because they're coming from poorer countries to rich countries. But if the qualification for refugee status, for claiming asylum, is because you come from somewhere that's poor, then by my reckoning, somewhere between 4 and 5 billion people in the world would qualify. Now, doesn't mean they're all going to come, but it does mean that unless we rethink all of this, we could be facing a problem that literally totally engulfs the European continent and in turn us as well. So is mass migration an inevitability? Give me your thoughts. Farage at gbnews.com, because this is a major, major international issue. My feeling is that the richer European countries simply can't take unlimited numbers of people. And we have to get to a point, and we've seen some of this, where the Greeks have been doing pushback, and in Italy, some people have been arrested, put in handcuffs, and sent back to North Africa. Europe is going to have to do, and we too are going to have to do, what the Australians did, and to say, actually, to qualify as a refugee, you genuinely have to be in fear of your life and your liberty as a result of who you are or what you believe in. Poverty, I don't think, is enough.